Morning, everyone. Boker Tov. We are in Siman Resh Nun Gimel, up to the last Seif Hey. The Shulchan Aruch says as follows: Mutar latet al pi kederat chamin b'Shabbat, tavshil shenitbashel me'erev Shabbat kol tzorko. You're allowed to put on top of your kederat chamin, your dafina, your chamin. It's being cooked. It's on the fire. It's where you put it from erev Shabbat. You're allowed, it's in the crock pot. You're allowed to put a cooked item, an item that's fully cooked, on top of it to warm up. Kegon, he gives an example here, pandish. Kayotze, that's a type of food, we'll explain in a moment. Kayotze b'hem dechameman, to warm it up. Lefi she'en derech bishul bekach, because it's not the way of cooking. So you have your pot of dafina, of chamin. Now I want to put something on top of it in order to warm up. That's allowed on Shabbat. It's not the normal way of cooking. No one's going to think mechzik mevashel, it looks like cooking. So first of all, this item, this pandish, is it seems like it's like a meat bureka. It's like a dough thing with meat inside, and the mefarshim here are considering it something that's yavesh. Consider like it's something dry, because if it was something that's wet, then it wouldn't be allowed, as we've spoken about. So even in this case, something that's wet. Now, and then it gets back into, according to Rav Ovadia Yosef, majority dry. So we get into that as well. And on that topic, what about if the item that you're putting is from the fridge and now it's let's say has shuman karush, has a fat that's congealed. So you're putting this on top, congealed fat. So if the congealed fat is just a little bit on the food item, okay, that's just like a little bit of oil from every item, that's fine. If now it's going to be majority of your item, then no, that's considered like it's lach, it's considered like it's liquid. If it's minority, then we have Rabbi Ovadia Yosef that says it's allowed. But the truth is, because it starts off as a solid, even though it was originally a liquid, now it was in the fridge or it was out and now it congealed, so it's like a semi-solid, but we know it's going to melt in a moment. But nevertheless, it is more lenient in that case because right now it's a solid. So to rewarm a congealed item that's minority, if it's on the item, for sure it's okay. But if it's a minority of sauce, then it's also, you could also rely on Rav Ovadia Yosef in that case, and it's because it starts off as a solid, so you could be lenient in that situation. So in addition is that what the case here is, again, we're putting it on top of the pot that's cooking, and not on the, let's say, on the oven. Let's say your pot is on the oven, and there's a gas burner under it. But now I want to put it on the side. No, that's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about putting it on top, because putting on the side means I'm putting it on a burner that there's nothing under, but it could look like I'm cooking. That's what we do. We put things on burners, so that is not supposed to be done. Putting it on the hot plate, on the plugged-in hot plate, that already we spoke about. That's okay, because it's a totally covered thing. It's not the normal way of cooking. It's used as a heating up item, and it's fine. And lastly, is it seems like they have these type of products where, it's known people always put stuff on top of your people put their bread to warm up a little bit on top of the dafina pot, on top of, so sometimes people have hot water urns and they put things on top of the hot water urn to warm up. It talks about chametz on Pesach, if you use that with schnitzel or bread, it makes a chametz. But they have these items now that they make specific, let's say a hot water urn, and the top of the hot water urn, they make like a kli, they make like a vessel so that it's easier for you to put your stuff to warm up on top. Like they know that people are going to warm up their stuff on top of the hot plate, on top of the pot, or on top of the hot water urn. So they make a kli, like as if on top, like here, make it easy for you to warm up on top of your water urn. That's still not an issue of, it looks like you're cooking here. No one cooks in that situation. Okay, the manufacturer made it easier for you to warm up. That's okay, and not an issue to use that type of item. Okay, we're bringing mincha a little bit earlier this week. Mincha tonight is at 6:30, and every Friday night going forward until we'll see the time changes. But mincha tonight, Bezrat Hashem, on mincha going forward on Erev Shabbat, of course. So mincha tonight at 6:30. Have a good day, everyone. Shabbat shalom.